Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That's what you want your leadoff hitter to do every time. He wastes a lot of pitches, makes the pitcher work, then to cap it off, he drives one for a double. That might be one of the best at-bats we'll see all game long.
Into the box now, Brandon Nimmo. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. McNeil leads off second with nobody out. Little chopper back to the mound. And there's one down now. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, any thoughts?
Matt, I think there's some concern about Michael Conforto right now. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
So stepping in, Michael Conforto. Man at third, and a very early opportunity for him to drive in a run. One out and a runner on third. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roll, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a looper to left. Cabrera ranging into the outfield, but he won't get there. It falls in. The tag from Ramos, but it's not in time. Safe at the plate.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, D-Roll. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Here's Todd Frazier now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Runner at first here, 1 man out. The 1-2 pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Jay Bruce. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Nola stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Here's another 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Now that's popped up. Franco has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Mets lead this one 1-0. Zach Wheeler gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
At the plate, Scott Kingery. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Now at the plate, Odubel Herrera. 1 out, nobody on. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something belt high that you can get loose on.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not. Just slicing foul at the very last moment. So close to extra bases. Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to. He hauls this one in for the 2nd out.
Batting third, left fielder,
And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line in right. Bruce coming on, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail 1-0. Next up for New York, Wilmer Flores, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
So coming to the plate, Dominic Smith. He was responsible for both of his club's runs batted in last night's ball game. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Into the box, Kevin Plawecki. Swing and a little tapper. Smith leads off second with one gone in the inning. Two and two to the Mets catcher. Two, here it is. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only one away.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Coming to the plate now, Zach Wheeler, and he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach the situation with one away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The batter, shortstop, Jeff McNeil.
Stepping up to the plate, Jeff McNeil. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
Trying to keep the score where it is, and the pitch down the first baseline. Here's the 2-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Kingery is there. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. 2 left for the Mets, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Into the box, Justin Bour. His career line against Wheeler. He's gone 2 for 8. He's taken him deep once. Here's Wheeler on 1-1. Popped him up. Frazier shading to his right. 1 out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus our attention on the Todd father. Soft hands, big-time arm across the diamond, and former home run derby champion. And he's from Jersey. Don't hate.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Williams. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot. and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Wheeler into his motion, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. There's a strike.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
2 out, nobody on. Here he comes again, 1-2. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Here now the 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Popped him up. Ramos moving to his left to in for the first out of the inning. And with 1 away, we check out where these guys sit in the current division standings, and it's not all that pretty as they face a sizable deficit at this point in the season. Standing in, Michael Conforto, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Here it comes. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Well, you can't fault the center fielder's efforts there. He tried to track it down, but I don't think he had much of a chance to get there. His teammates will eventually help him out, but by that time, he's safely at third.
So a runner at third here with 1 gone, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit, and the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, D-Row, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
Into the box now, Jay Bruce. And this is fouled at the plate. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Herrera on the run. And out of the inning.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Now at the plate, Wilmer Flores. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Frazier, the runner at first with 2 gone. Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kingery's there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies nothing. Here's the catcher Wilson Ramos. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And it's 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Up with it, Plawecki. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. At the plate, Michael Franco. His career line against Wheeler, just a 1 for 9. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. In now, Aaron Nola. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Scott Kingery waits on deck. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Ready now, Scott Kingery. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Odubel Herrera. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Into the box, Rhys Hoskins. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Nola on second, Herrera at first, 2 out in the inning. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Justin Bour would be next. And he goes with the slider here as that misses in tight. It's ball 4.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
So digging in now, Justin Bour, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. 3 innings complete. The Mets are out on top, 2-1. Now at the plate, Dominic Smith. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. That's lifted the other way out to left. Hoskins waits on it. 1 down.
Up next for the Mets.
And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Digging in, Kevin Plawecki reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Popped him up. Moore in foul ground, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Zach Wheeler.
So striding forward now, Zach Wheeler. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Soft liner towards center, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
And he misses. 2-1. The 2-1. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Stepping in now, Brandon Nimmo. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They still lead it 2-1. Up next will be Nick Williams. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Hit back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a neck-high fastball that time.
There's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Williams on at first, nobody out. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box now, Wilson Ramos. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2, ball number 2. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A bouncer to the left side. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Standing in now, Michael Franco. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center, number 14 on the season, and they will jump ahead here. It's now 4-2.
Three and one with 2 on base is a tough spot for any pitcher. He didn't want to load the bases with a walk, and the hitter knew that more than anybody else. Well, he gave him something he could handle, and the next thing he knew, his opponent was circling the bases.
In now, Aaron Nola. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Grounded to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, number 4.
And in steps Scott Kingery. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. But the Phillies use the long ball here, and they get 3 on this 3-run home run. We played 4, and Philadelphia's taken a 4-2 lead. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
So striding in, Todd Frazier. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Here's the 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Due next is the dangerous Jay Bruce. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Up next for the Mets.
Here's Jay Bruce now, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Conforto over at second. Frazier on at first with nobody out. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
3-2 pitch. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Striding into the box, Wilmer Flores. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. A ball and 2 strikes.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. On the ground to the left side. From his knees. One there. On to first. It's a double play. And another crisis is averted here as the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Singled home a run in his last time up. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 2-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Nimmo is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Right over the middle, knee high.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Squared that one up just a little late. The 3-2 one more time. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Justin Bour. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Williams. A fly out and a single for him so far. The 1-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, the lesson here, folks, is you simply cannot give up 2-out walks because they always come back to bite you in the side. That turns what was going to be a real quick inning into one you want to forget real quick.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And that is going to be all for Zach Wheeler. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Seth Lugo, a 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Stepping in now as Drupal Cabrera. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, this has been a tough one for him so far, D-Roll. 7th hit of the game already. They're really making him work.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. As Dustin Pedroia says, it's a laser show out there.
Into the box, Wilson Ramos. Lifted out towards straightaway center field.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
And that's the 3rd out. But the Titans strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 6 and the Mets 2. Stepping in, Dominic Smith. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4. So the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a starter away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. And through just 5 innings, he's coming up on 100 pitches now.
Yeah, Matty, I think one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up. And D-Row, if you're the offense right now, you're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, usually the starting pitcher doesn't get to see the lineup 3 times through. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a move made to the bullpen here.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
The batter, pitcher.
Austin Jackson will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. And Jackson's not offering at that one, and it'll knot things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Smith at second, Plawecki at first with no outs. Tap down the line, but it gets fouled.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
The 2-2 one more time is in there. A called strike 3.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Adam Morgan takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Adam Morgan.
Jeff McNeil will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. First and second now, 1 man out. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. On the year, McNeil is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Hoskins comes on now and puts it away for the 2nd out of the inning.
Center fielder number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo. He was a ground out victim last time up. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The 2-2. Line to the right side. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. And it's not in time. He's safe, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Well, you can't fault the fielder for being aggressive. He sold out to try to catch this thing, but he comes up empty, and the ball just squirts by him. High risk, high reward move that just didn't pay off.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Ranging back is Herrera, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. Two well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
In now, Todd Frazier. Frazier in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
3 runs already home here.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into left, a base hit. Conforto blows through the stop sign, headed for lead. We're all square at 6-6.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count. You get a fastball, he gets it and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, Dan, that's what you strive for. Find count leverage situations where you can be aggressive. Process of elimination tells you he's got to come fastball or something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 4 runs here in this half inning. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Hit out towards second, and that's going to be a base hit for Bruce. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, nice job all around right there. He's able to get a head start, full count, 2 outs. You know he's going right there. Batter didn't come out of his zone, no. Drove a nice single into the outfield. Now we got runners on first and third.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
The 2-2. Fouled away. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now. So if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. This is hit high in the air out to left field. Hoskins is there. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Number 49 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 49.
In now, Michael Franco. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The set and the 2-1 pitch. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Nimmo is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, Edgar Adam Morgan.
Cesar Hernandez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16, Cesar Hernandez.
Bases are empty, one man out. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out.
Now batting, number 4.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Scott Kingery, 3 at-bats. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The payoff pitch one more time. And he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Kingery leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit to short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him, as that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 7th inning coming up, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Luis Garcia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57, Luis Garcia.
Standing in, Dominic Smith. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Still 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Another full count pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. Another one sent foul. Count remains full.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
The 3-2 one more time is swung on and missed. Strike three.
Now batting, catcher, Kevin.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Couple of walks for him thus far. One out, nobody on. Line drive to left. A dive, but it's off his glove.
The batter, number 40.
Jose Reyes will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 7, Jose Reyes.
One is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Pereira comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Jeff McNeil.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jeff McNeil. He flew out in his last at bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. And deep to left center field. Ranging back is Herrera, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and he's in safely to third as a run is also in, and with it they take the lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Standing in now, Brandon Nimmo. Hit on the ground to third. There is Franco. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Mets pick up a run on the RBI triple. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Mets 7 and the Phillies 6. Jerry Blevins gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Jerry Blevins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. The head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins. He's 1 for 3.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 2-2. And that's off his leg on the mound. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
You know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
The 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Hoskins gets his lead at first, nobody out. Ground ball right side. Flores has it to second for one. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Into the box, Nick Williams. And he missed with it, ball four. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. The head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins. He's got a 3-for-5 line. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-1 home. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back. Just missed that one. Fouled that one off really hard.
Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. Goes to third with it. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run. So now 2 men in scoring position.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it scored a wild pitch.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Anthony Swarzak was called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
The 1-1 home. And all 3 runners on the move here. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Into the box now, Michael Franco. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Dribbled up the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Mets bullpen able to stem the tide. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Mets lead it 7-6. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Victor Arano will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jorge Alfaro will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Making his way to the plate, Michael Conforto, and all eyes are on him as he needs a home run to complete the cycle. In his career, Conforto is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. The 0-2 once more. Fouled off. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
The 2-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Todd Frazier. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Count still at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. One out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. A look at our line score thus far. The Mets have come to Philadelphia, and they lead the Phils here in the 8th. Now batting, Jay Bruce. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Two out, nobody on. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Kingery's there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. They'll try and hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Robert Gesellman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 65, Robert Gesellman.
Now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's 2 for 4. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Scott Kingery. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
Ready for another shot now, Odubel Herrera, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sacrifice attempt here. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
You can't ask for anything more than that. The tying run moves over to third now with only 1 out, so we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Ready for another chance? Rhys Hoskins. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's 1 for 4. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Justin Bour, as he'll go to work on trying to bring home the tying run from third. He pulls this one into right. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. And the tying run is in to score from third.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Into the box now, Nick Williams. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. Ninth inning coming up, and we are tied 7-7. Back at the home of the Phillies, Citizens Bank Park, as you get a look there at the famous City Hall here in Philadelphia. Roman Quinn will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 24, Roman Quinn.
Digging in once again, Wilmer Flores. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Here now the 2-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, first baseman, Dominic Smith.
At the plate, Dominic Smith. Bases are empty, one man out. Here now the 2-2. Hit down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Popped him up. Franco has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, Kevin Plawecki.
Next for the Mets, Kevin Plawecki. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Swing and a liner. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a two-out double.
Now batting, pitcher.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Pat Neshek is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch.
Number 93.
Carlos Santana will also enter as a part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7 hole in the lineup.
Number 41, Carlos Santana.
Jack Reinheimer will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Jack Reinheimer.
It's a swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Weak chopper up the line. Tough play for Franco. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
Stepping in now, Jeff McNeil. Tapper up the line. That winds up foul. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Quinn has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Mets 8 and the Phillies 7. A.J. Ramos takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
A.J. Ramos.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. One and 2, here it comes. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Now Cabrera awaits the 2-2 in the air down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
Set to deal on 2-2. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Nimmo going back on it at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
Now in the box, Carlos Santana, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Right side, but it's well foul. 1 out, nobody on. Misses, ball 2. Ready with the 2-2. Fouled away. Now another 2-2. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as that makes this an 8-all ball game. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.